obviously we want to talk to you about this incredible Fun Dip campaign that you and your team have started that we immediately wanted to hop on board with, because that's an important thing to us, is remembering how lucky we are to just be able to enjoy this game. And, through all of the ups and downs that the team is going to experience over the course of the next few years, just tell us more about how it got started, what your hope is with it, and how you have felt since it started to kind of take flight over the last couple of weeks.
And I really appreciate the role that you and so many others have played in making this a movement, if you will. Honestly, it's a little embarrassing. And I've said it, right? I mean, this started when I sort of confessed my love of Fun Dip. For a while there, when I first had Fun Dip delivered, and the backstory there is, human resources always finds out everyone's favorite candy, and we're working hard for opening night and everything's happening. And so for years they've delivered me Fun Dip, and every year everyone's like, how old are you? And I'm like, I know, but I love Fun Dip. And I've always loved in that moment sharing it and seeing people's reaction and being unapologetic. And I try to be that way, right? I might be, as my daughter would say, you're a little different, Mom. But I own that. And so when I get asked this, it's interesting. And again, you go back to that line of wearing my business hat and wearing my fan hat. This was just my fan hat, right? This was just my fan hat. And so the Fun Dip came, I shared it. I like to share pictures of my family. Certainly when my brother has the opportunity to come down, and obviously it's been a while, but my mom, very close with my mother, and our pregame rituals. And, I talk about my mom's love for Fireball, and truthfully, it's a family thing, but it's just not always conducive for every game and what I might have to do at work that day. And so, here we are, it's preseason. I'm getting the Fun Dip. I'm laughing. I'm breaking it out on video calls to lighten people up, because they're like, it just gets a reaction. And so, I shared it that day, just me, Kathryn Dobbs, Blue Jackets fan, thinking, what can I do, right, to bring some energy to my team? And so I shared it that day, and it was so interesting. The people like yourselves, and you see it and you're like, oh, well, that just sounds fun. And people started getting on it, and it didn't take that long. And actually some of it was just discussion in the office. I started dropping it on other people's desk. And I always say, like, there's one of two reactions. I can't remember the last time I had a Fun Dip. I was in middle school, or the better one, like, I've never had a Fun Dip. Like, you've never had a Fun Dip? Like, I feel sorry for people who've never had a Fun Dip. And so, but either way, you find that, people are smiling and you're having a conversation, and it gained some traction. And I was kind of waiting because, very carefully, it was never a team thing. I never used team assets, right? This was just me. This was, my thing. And of course, Matt, from 614, he's like, this is fun. And Nasher and other people, like, we were just having fun. And then suddenly I'm like, okay, this is sort of becoming a thing. Also, I hope I don't get in trouble for people bringing Fun Dip in the arena. And then one day our president, Mike Priest, stopped in. He goes, so this Fun Dip thing. And I was like, yep. He's like, it's so fun. It's so fun, right? So then you're at this place of, this only becomes a thing because the fans find it worthwhile, right? And connect and make it a thing. As a team, we don't control this. However, we're doing our jobs now and saying, okay, what can we do to support it? What would fans want us to do to support it? And so I've balanced sort of these parallel paths through all of this. Really, truly a little embarrassed, because I'm like, I'm working on, whether people know it or not, much more strategic initiatives day to day, right, to accomplish goals. And then here's Fun Dip, and I'm laughing that, no, listen, not a plan. But as you know, some of the best things aren't planned, and they are organic. And so, it really wasn't a team thing. The fans are making it something. We love it, and you guys get it, right? If that's, And that's what it is, to come together and cheer on your sports. We're gonna win and we're gonna lose along the way and the journey. But I truly believe in the value of positivity and belief. And so the more people bringing that energy, I do believe it makes a difference. And so to be able to share that energy and connect people, and I said before, I've worn a hat for a long time where I believe people want to be part of something. And when we can give them an opportunity to be part of something fun, I mean, my goodness, I think we need a little bit more fun. And hey, if it's not your thing, I mean, you see me, then you do you. If you're putting on your favorite shoelaces, or my mother's still drinking her Fireball because she's all in, great. Like, we've got room for all of those things. But to see our fans now, I love watching people connect. People sharing their Fun Dip. I got the best note the other day from a family that they got some Fun Dip, and they shared it before the game and on the plaza, and the story they told of the kids giving it. I mean, that's what it's about. And you see that and you think, man, such a small thing that can make a big difference at a time where I think we could all use that. So it's really fun to be part of it. I'm grateful to everyone that has made it something and continue to share it, and to see our fans going to Vegas and bringing the Fun Dip and sharing it, and people coming this weekend. Of course, we got a fan coming this weekend he's a Rangers fan, but he's agreed that if we win, he's going to eat Fun Dip. I mean, come on.
What's up, y'all? It's Jeremy from Subjectively Speaking, a proud member of the Hockey Podcast Network presented by DraftKings. And we're so excited to be making content for you all on Mondays and Thursdays. You can check us out wherever you listen to your podcasts. And you can go ahead and follow us on social media at SubjectivelyPod on Twitter and on Instagram. You can just drop Subjectively Speaking in your search bar on Facebook or on YouTube and find us there. Make sure you guys are giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel for new content, and make sure you all are rating, reviewing, and subscribing to the podcast wherever you listen.